All right. Okay, so we've resumed recording. And let's go back to the spreadsheet. Oh, okay. So now we've got, okay, Acacia, that's her data. Okay, so if you already have your lat long data, I guess that would be Shania. No, that would actually be Maya, Darius, and Acacia. You can move on to Elevate. Now, this is the elevation data. This is the one time that you can Google. This is, well, maybe there might be one other time, but the one time, one of the few times that Google is okay. So if you go here, go to Google, just plain old Google, and then type in your name of your city. Baltimore, Maryland. Then type in average elevation, and you'll get so everybody's going to get something different. Okay, it says highest and lowest elevation in, in Maryland's counties. So I'm not getting the average elevation, but it's not really that important. Let's see, I've got the high. Oh, well, for me, I know that for Baltimore City, the high elevation is 480 feet, but the low is going to be 0 because that's the Chesapeake Bay, that's sea level. So I'll take the average at 240 feet above mean sea level. Some of you all might get the average elevation when you do this, but this figure is not going to be 100% accurate anyway. So I'm just going to put 240 there. So the elevation is the one time that you are just free to just type in your city and then average elevation. Yeah, Darius, what did you get? I'm just curious. Oh, Maya, don't put that little tick mark in there. That little that foot. Yeah, I'm glad you did that. But yeah, for numbers, notice that notice that when Maya typed there, see it went from left justified to right. So the spreadsheet was reading it as a text cell. So as soon as you put a character with the number, it reads it as text. But that has to be a number cell when we start to do computations, start to do calculations. It has to be a okay. So very good. All right. So next, physiographic region. We'll have to dip into the textbook a little bit. Well, there's two places we can look. And I am going to, well, let's just go for it. Here. Let's see. I'm going to pause the recording for just 1 second, just to make sure. Okay, we're recording again. Okay, so if you have access, if you have the book bundle, you'll go to the textbook here, and then here. And then we'll want to go to chapter. Chapter 12, North America. and images, and then we want to go to the figure 12.1, North America. Okay, so if you notice in the instructions, it says here, hometown city physiographic region, textbook figure 12.1. So that's where we are now. Now I'm going to tell you right now, this is not the best map in the world, but it is what it is. So this portion of the exercise kind of gets us into unit B a little bit, but it also gives us a chance to explore a map using basic geographic techniques. So here we have the map of North America, this physical regions. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Now, what you're going to have to do is make your best estimation of which physiographic region or which physical region your city falls under. So I know that Baltimore is about right there. And so that is probably, I would say, on the coastal plain. Again, let's see. So we have we have people from Smyrna, Tennessee. Okay, so some of you all are within, let's see, who do we have? We've got Knoxville, Detroit, Smyrna, Tennessee. Of course, if we're in Knoxville, that somewhere in there, that could be Appalachian Mountains, maybe. But Detroit is definitely in this kind of light green region. A lot of us are going to be in this lighter green region here. There's a mistake on this this map, and so that part of the country. So if you're, I'll just tell you right now, if you're from Detroit or Chicago or Louisville or anywhere within this light green region, Nashville, for instance, Smyrna, Tennessee, and I'm going to type this, that physiographic region, and I'll just type it, I'll just type this, that's called the interior lowlands. I'll just use Darius's as an example. Yeah, that label is missing from the map. So so if you're from Detroit or Smyrna, Tennessee, then those are the interior lowlands. I just typed that in for Darius just so that you all could see that. Baltimore, I'm just going to say coastal plain. Acacia, you're probably on the coastal plain. Let's see, Aiken. I can't remember where Aiken. Where is Aiken? Oops, I should probably just leave that up. Let's see, Maya. Ooh, Knoxville is really. You could pick either one. It's either going to be interior lowlands or Appalachia. Maybe you can take a look at a Google map and kind of see where that is. But yeah, I know for a fact that Shania is going to be in the interior lowlands, and yeah, Acacia, you're probably going to be. Let me look on to see where Aiken, South Carolina is. I kind of know where it is, but not exactly. Oh, come on. Let me go to my Google Maps here while you all are working. Oh, so Maya picked Appalachian Mountains for Knoxville.
Yeah, I looked it up and it said it was a part of it.
On the map in the textbook, or
Well,
did
I
you
ended up like,
did you Google it?
yeah, I Googled it just to make sure.
No, we don't want to Google. Google is not a verifiable source. So okay, and
Didn't
so
use Google Maps for it.
oh yeah, now Google Maps. If you zoomed in on Google Maps and okay, that's fine, you know, I guess. But if you just Googled it, but if you use Google Maps, I guess that's okay. Yeah, that's Google Maps is probably a better map than what we have in the textbook. But we really want everybody to use the same source so that we don't have all kinds of strange entries here. Okay, let's see. Where is
My
8?
average elevation is 9. Is that normal,
Is that who is that speaking?
partner? I'm from Florida. My stuff is not on here. I don't know why.
Were you able to access the spreadsheet? Did you open it up in Google Sheets?
Yeah.
Um, All right, so we're okay. Did you wait a minute? Let me pause the recording for just a second. Okay, I wasn't recording. Okay, so again, um, going back to our Köppen climate map, we are using this map to determine our Köppen climate regions. So just to review again, we have, China picked AR, tropical permanently rainy climate. And again, this Köppen climate region identification system is based upon precipitation and temperature data. And okay, so I think we are at the end of our time for today. And so what you should do is continue to use these various sources, or if you want to wait until Wednesday to keep going from here, that's fine. Or you should just work ahead. If you make a mistake, we'll figure it out on Wednesday. And then when you get the fields L and M, I'll probably work with you on that. We'll definitely cover that on Wednesday. So thank you for attending today. If you are watching the recording and you have questions, please let me know as soon as possible. Thank you very much. I'm going to stop recording.